Hey guys, Steph here. Hit that like, subscribe, and share. Please excuse the cat in the background. I can't get her to leave. It's my daughter's cat, and I think she's in heat. Yeah, so it's an inconvenience, but she she knows how to open my bedroom door. It's a smart cat. It's a long time no see. All right, so you know what? This world has gone fucking mad. Not just mad, but like insanely sheepish, like zero critical thinking, like the movie Idiocracy. Nobody's, and I always fall trap to it too. Like the beginning of COVID, I literally made my kids work gloves. I sanitized everything. I was like a fucking whack job over this shit. And then I started like hearing things and seeing things, and I'm like, wait, that doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. How does that make sense? Like if you could do one thing, but you can't do another, because it's gonna do this or that, and I'm thinking, wait a minute, they're both like the same, but trust the science. So we trusted the science, right? And the science kind of changed a lot, like major. I know, Binks, you're fine. You're gonna be okay. All right. So the science changed, and we're like, okay, yeah. And then we go through this Ukraine thing, right? And everybody's like, I see it with Ukraine. I don't see it with Ukraine. Everybody's fighting over this shit. And now I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, okay, with all this stuff going on between, Israel and Palestine right now, like, Hamas, or however you want to put it, when the Ukraine and Russia war was going on, were there ever like Democrats there already? Because why was Cory Booker there? Like, what the fuck was he doing there? Why was he there? He was already there. And then you have CNN, and I'm like, oh, fuck, man. Fuck. I'm like, here my squeaks. All right, so whatever. And I move a lot. So, sitting there thinking about, wait, this is very convenient. And then they're like, all these babies' heads have been cut off, and this and that, and that and this. And I'm like, okay, well, where'd the babies come from? Like, how did this happen? Like, we're just hearing bits and pieces of things. And I feel like we're always getting served bits and pieces. And then we all react, right? Because those bits and pieces trigger something in us that it's like, oh my God, and we're very passionate about it. But you also have to understand sometimes there's somebody behind that emotion and that trigger that has more like a sociopathic tendency to where they've studied how to trigger that in a human, to where they can say or do something or something's going to happen, everybody's going to bam react on emotion. They're going to get, I do this, I do that, yeah, because we all get caught up in it. I immediately put up, I stand with Israel, and I do. I do. But to me, it's like, how can you explain, like, there's kids being hurt, like, there's women, it's like, and you can't just say, like, I don't know. I don't know how to put this without YouTube giving me a strike or saying I'm siding with other, but I'm just saying, like, okay, we have an establishment that makes billions of dollars, trillions of dollars off the industrial military complex. I don't know why it takes so long to say that, but it does. To me, it's like one of the, I don't know, there's certain words when I say it just doesn't come out right. Industrial military complex, yes. So there's a lot of money to be made. And you're watching like the dollar crash, you're watching all these things crash. But what's happening with Ukraine and Russia now? What's happening with that? Now we're on Israel and Gaza and Iran and then Russia. And then it's like all this nuclear arms race kind of like talk, which makes me think, okay, so when I looked at Wikipedia the other day and they changed the definition of World War III, I was like, yeah, it was like 2 hours too. I was like, motherfucker, they're already ahead of my brain. They know what I'm going to look for. Because it's like certain things I'll come, like I just Google it. And so when I started looking up things, I was like, motherfucker, I've been right about this. Like, this is one thing I've been right about. We're entering a third world war. And most fucking dumbasses don't even realize it. What? Hold on. Because to me, it's like I'm not laughing. Oh my god, I'm not laughing at anybody's being harmed. I swear to God, I'm not laughing about that. I'm laughing about the fact that right now, majority of the world hates Americans, right? Because what? We're just, oh my god, the stereotypes. But here we are. Who's more the? It's just like, oh my god, dude. There's got to be some kind of subliminal programming going on. There has to be something. Because how can a group of people? I don't understand. I mean, it's got to be some kind of brain programming bullshit going on. Because it's like a normal person wouldn't think the way a majority of these people are thinking, or how they're talking, or how they're saying. And then, okay, aside from like what's going on in Israel, okay, I'm trying to honestly. I immediately I stand with Israel, and then I started seeing like inconsistencies. Honestly, yeah, inconsistencies, big ones, like huge ones, and like stories. Like, okay, the Israeli military has one of the strongest defense forms. Like, they have like America gives them billions of dollars for their security, the Iron Dome and all that, and they got in on parachutes. Wait, Hamas got in on parachutes. And then I think about 9/11. You know, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? It's like when you've been lied to so much, you have to think about things, right? And where the information comes from. Who's, okay. So whenever you're looking for where the information comes from, you need to look up that website. And you need to see who owns it, who the CEOs are, who the stakeholders are. Everything and anything you support right now, you need to look up stakeholders. And when you see the stakeholders, you're like, oh, I know why they think that way now. Because it's, you know, you gotta do what they're, it's fucking chairs. I'm just kidding. But like the stakeholders are, fucking stupid chair. Stakeholders are the worst problems. Because then you get the bureaucrats in there, you get the activists, which I think activism right now is completely insane. I mean, if you think about it like this, right? Activism on the left, you have BLM, you have Antifa, you have like Barack Obama. He has his Obama Foundation Forum. Who else has a forum? Like, he had the foundation, but he got a new one too. He added to it. It's a forum. And you know, Klaus Schwab, he has a forum. And if you look at like Kim Kardashian, if you look at Kardashian Jenner, if you look at all these celebrities, politicians, like even Gavin Newsom's wife has a nonprofit. Okay, Taylor Swift. I mean, all these people, Oprah, like all these people you see on TV, and like the royal family and all that, they're all part of nonprofit, you know, charities, and they do all this. And it's to make it to the public to seem like they're giving back. They're doing good. But it's a mind fuck, really. Because they're not really, it's just to make, it's basically, it was designed, like charities and nonprofits, it was designed by the Roman Catholic Church, you know, to do it that way. You know, because there's certain things you can write off, like, oh my god, and it started off that long ago. Like, we're talking hundreds of years ago, like when like the Vatican and like the popes were first taking place. Julius Caesar, before Julius Caesar, that's when taxes started being a thing. Actually, before they killed Jesus, they were being brought in for a censorship or whatever it is, censor or whatever. They get everybody, you have to put like your name, what you do. They actually did that before they killed Jesus. Like, I have so much knowledge in my brain, sometimes it hurts. I think maybe I should do more videos because I can't stop. So basically that's what they killed Jesus for, because, you know, he was trying to break up this establishment, like this rule and the taxes and, you know, basically keeping knowledge hidden from the masses. And I know that part of it. I don't get deep into like the religious part, like with Christianity, Muslim, Hindu. I mean, I don't really think, I mean, I grew up in a very strict Catholic house. Like I went to catechism and my like oh my god, I can't believe I'm gonna say this. Roman Catholic. I grew up Roman Catholic. And my dad is still very religious. When I graduated school, he gave me a Bible. And he sends me Bible stuff all the time. And I love him for that. I really do. Because he has a good heart. You know what I mean? And he knows. And he always seems to do it when I need something like that. So when I speak of like divine energy and like manifestation, a lot of times it's like when you think about somebody, it's like we're energetic, right? All right. So look at all the wars we're in right now. Like when Trump was in office, everybody was just like, hate the orange man. Hate him, hate him, hate him, hate him, right? He was going to do all this crazy stuff. And then it was all of a sudden, like, out of nowhere, when Trump got in office, white people are evil. And it's because of Trump. And they're all white supremacists. And you're owed reparations. And with Biden, it's been a better... So it's been like almost 8 years of this. And this is the same kind of stuff Obama did. But, you know, Obama's enjoying his third term right now. So, you know, what are you going to do? But at the same time, it's like, watching this is just like, God, man, this is repulsive. Like, why aren't we all just acknowledged for just being human? We're human beings. Having a spiritual experience. We're spiritual beings having a human experience. That's it. Like, I try to explain this to people. Like, your karma and, like, what you're doing, your energy, what you're putting out, like, it's all going to come back to you. So you're going to keep having the same experience, the same shit. And it's like we're watching it worldwide. But it's like, nobody learns. I thought people would learn after COVID. I was just like dead. I don't have the energy. How do we tell them? How do we tell them? This is like, okay, right now, think about it. Zelensky goes to war, right? And what was coming up? An election. What didn't happen in Ukraine? An election. So you have to think about it. What does that person gain? What does that person lose? Who's invested in it? Who's going to make sure if they're invested in it, they're not going to lose? Like, for people to claim they're so fucking smart and intelligent, they're really not that fucking smart and intelligent. Because I can tell you right now, like, if I had a stack of money and I'm looking at all the stuff unfolding across the globe, I'd be like, oh, I know what to bet my money on because I already know what's coming. Because I literally see it. I feel it. I know. It's like, what the fuck are you going to do? What are you going to do? What are we going to do? And then it's like in Texas right now, you got this stuff going on in Israel, and now people are like scared, and other countries are like putting like a stop to like anybody entering, and they're doing like these deportations. But in the meantime, the media said all this stuff, the southern borders, they were a conspiracy theory, right? And now they're actually like, oh, well, there's these hidden camps where they've been training. It's like, but it's not just your hard luck Hispanic neighbor from Mexico. We're getting people from like literally across the motherfucking globe. And you got George Soros and Bill Gates, all these fucking people, Obama, Oprah, like, fuck them all, dude. They're all assholes. They are fucking shit up. Look how they fucked up Maui, but I'm just saying, like, these are the people in control. They've been in control. They've been in control since I've been a young adult, dude. I remember calling into a talk show. I was like 19. I actually made it on air. But I was just like, 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 when are people gonna get it? And here I am, 42, and I'm like, people still don't get it. Like, they're never gonna get it. It's like 20 years, not 20 years later, but you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I guess some people choose to live in just, not just ignorant bliss, but more like like, they have a certain amount of truth they can handle, you know, like, and after a certain amount of truth or so much, they just kind of like shut themselves down to like, okay, my brain can't take anymore. You know, I get it, but whatever. I feel like I've just been ranting on this video because I have. It's just too much, dude. And then like Gavin Newsom, he comes out and he has a new way to solve mental health issues. And let me remind you, when he says mental health issues, Hillary Clinton just went on TV saying that all Trump supporters, which means basically all your conservatives, your Christians, all them, they need to be deprogrammed. Yeah, they do. They got to be deprogrammed. What are you going to do? They're not listening. They're not obeying. They're not obeying. They're not listening. I want to send them off to a camp. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. And then Gavin Newsom, who's been supporting drug use, actually, kind of enabling it, doing like safe drug kits, like the Narcan, just like they did in like Philly and all these other cities, like across the United States, like during like COVID when nobody's paying attention. They had all these like safe houses where they hire doctors who will prevent people from overdosing. So you gave people free paraphernalia, you supported them with houses and doctors and all this other shit. You're enabling it, and then you turn around and say that you are going to change the law in California when it comes to what is it called? Conservatorship. So when it comes to conservatorship now, if the government, listen to me, if the government says you have a mental illness, they could take you and put you in one of their rehabilitation centers. Let that sink in. Hillary Clinton came out and said what? Trump supporters, MAGA people, blah, 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 they need to be in a re-education camp, right? Right? Am I right? And then Gavin Newsom comes out and says, we have a problem to fix homeless and drug addiction. You know, after we kind of enable it all, and we did it, and we give them money, and we were just, like, so cool with that. Now we're going to be like, dude, we're just going to go against all your rights and pick you up off the street and handcuff you and throw you in jail. Because that's what they're doing. Imagine, okay. So, but, okay, I'm all for being better. But you have to want to be better. You can't make somebody want to be better. So now you're talking about infringing on people's rights, and you're going to just go round them up off the street? You're just going to be like, because I can't do this. Oh my God, it's so bad. Because I want to like pretend like I'm a Fed. You know, like one of those Feds are like, oh, look at those Nazi Trump supporters coming. But I mean, what are you going to do? Have like Feds on the street? And they'll be like, oh, you're addicted, dude? Come on, bruh. You come with me. And you're just going to like I mean, how are they going to do this? How are they going to do it? Not only how are they going to do it, who's paying for it? They created the problem. And also, oh, Gavin Newsom also has an amazing thing he did. He got a bunch, like, in case you can't afford your rent, like in China, they live in, I'm not even kidding. It's like they live in these little pods, okay? And one of my friends sent me a video, and I'm like, oh my fucking God. So his answer to homelessness, and oh my God, and the, you know, rent issue, and people can't afford to live there. Basically, they're being shoved out, right? Kind of like how everybody in Texas feels right now. Well, you fucking California people coming here. No offense, but it is rather annoying. It really is, because it's like everything's getting more and more expensive, and then we're getting more and more dumb fucking leftist politics shit. But anyways, I digress. My monitors snoring away. And I just totally forgot what the fuck I was talking about. I literally did. I got distracted. That's how easily I get distracted. Hold on, let me think about it. Nope, I got nothing. So what else can I talk about? Oh, everybody always wants to get pissed off about, like, Trump's taxes and all that. Okay, let me fill everybody in. I might have done this already. I'm not sure. Yeah, I did.